Hello, my name is Gloria Guzman. I'm an outreach senior advisor with the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. I work out of the Miami branch in Doral, Florida. The views expressed here are those of the presenter and not necessarily reflect those of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta or the Federal Reserve System. Price is something that can affect the demand of an item or a service. It can increase it or decrease it depending on how it's priced. But there are also non-priced factors that affect the demand. Let's take a look at some of those. Demand shifters are non-priced factors that affect the demand. Consumer taste and preference. As people's tastes change and the product becomes more popular, the demand will shift to the right, therefore increasing. For example, in the last decade, there has been an increase of people's preference for for organic food. Therefore, the demand for organic food has shifted to the right or increased. Number of buyers. The number of buyers for a specific good or service influences the demand and it shifts it to the right or the left, depending if it's an increase of number of buyers or a decrease. As an example, in South Florida, we have a larger Hispanic population. Therefore, the number of buyers for Hispanic food in South Florida is greater than, let's say, Atlanta, Georgia. Consumer incomes. If you have an increase in your income, therefore an increase in your disposable income, you're going to have more individuals able to purchase more purchasing power, therefore being able to shift the demand to the right for certain goods and services. Expectations. If I expect for the price of a specific good or service that I am in the market for to go down in price in the near future, I will not purchase it now, but instead wait for the later time and purchase it. For example, if I am in the market to buy beef to make in the barbecue, and I expect that for the 4th of July, the price of beef for barbecuing will go down. I will not buy it at this time and wait until that time comes to buy it. Prices of goods for substitute or complementary goods. So, for example, if you enjoy eating a lot of red meat and the price of chicken drops dramatically as compared to red meat, I may then substitute and change buying red meat and instead buy chicken. An externality is a cost or benefit that is imposed on a third party who did not agree to incur the cost or benefit. In the clip that we have here from Critical Common, it deals with the sriracha factory out in California. It is very successful and it has grown tremendously. But the actual crushing and processing of the red chili peppers is creating and emitting a strong odor that is bothering people that live nearby. This is an example of a negative externality. It wasn't meant to harm or to produce this strong odor and bother people that live nearby, but it has happened. The other link that I have here is from Econ Lowdown, the video series, and it's specifically on externality. There are certain products or services that we purchase that require a little more thinking than just looking, let's say, at a price tag. Those items are goods or services that will usually last a longer time, so they're not consumable like your groceries, but instead things like furniture or appliances for your home. In that case, there's more than just one aspect that we need to consider, such as price and also warranty, service for the product, maintenance cost, etc. In order to help you make a decision on purchasing those type of goods, we can use the paced decision model. So here's an example of a decision-making grid to help me make a decision to, let's say, buy a dishwasher, right? So I'm defining that decision. I'm in the market to buy a new dishwasher. My criterias are going to be written on the first row, and my criterias are the most important one, that it runs quietly. The second most important criteria would be that it's stainless steel inside and outside. And the third criteria would be that it has a minimum of 1 year warranty. Then I can list my different alternatives on the first column, putting my alternative of it being a GE dishwashing machine, a Whirlpool, or a Bosch dishwashing machine. So then I check each of those alternatives against my criteria, and I will choose the one that meets most or all of them. Therefore, arriving at my decision after doing some research, weighing the pros and cons, and see which one is the one that will satisfy my criteria. Price is one of marketing strategies used, and the answer to the marketer's success is to find the perfect perception from the consumer side. Price anchoring is used to expose a higher price point so that the sale price seems like a great buy or bargain. We'll see that in the next slide. These four are samples of price anchoring. So they expose you to the $2.95, for example, for the Coach product, and they slash the price and they give you the new price of $99, making you believe that it's a great deal, right? Because if it originally was almost $300 and now you get it for $100, you're getting a bargain. Another way of presenting the prices is to add the word outlet or factory, as you see in the Coach and J. Crew price tags. The psychological part of the words outlet and factory is that you're getting the product at a cheaper price or wholesale price versus retail price. Here's another example how they use pricing and how they present you the pricing to entice you to purchase something. So it was $88, now $58.96 off. And they put it in red marker so that you notice that, so that you anchor your perception of the price being $88 and now it's 33% off. They also add the fact that it's free shipping. So e-commerce entices and incentivizes consumers to purchase by offering free shipping. Here are some resources that you can tap into that have lesson plans as well as some videos. There are the two last ones come from Econ Lowdown, and they are pieces that students can read, and there are Q&As for the reading comprehension of the articles regarding pricing. Not all purchases and goods or services require time spent in researching an item. For example, things such as a cup of espresso coffee or a book, low priced item, don't merit the time that you're going to spend researching unless it's something very specific, such as a collector's book or something like that. Otherwise, goods and services that will live a long life or are high ticketed price items, such as a car, a diamond ring, or a computer, merits the time invested in research. The benefit from the research on those high ticketed items will outweigh the cost of the actual researching time. Speaking of high ticketed priced items, your home will probably be the single most expensive purchase that you'll make. And here is a very good resource from Fannie Mae, especially for first-time home buyers. One of the standards that we have in Florida is to explain why people donate money. So there is an article in the St. Louis Fed. It's called Economics of Charitable Giving, and it has a Q&A. That's the only resource that up to now I've been able to find for your students, but it is a known research. A research actually from the Cleveland Clinic showed that when you give to others, when you donate or you do things for other people, that you gain satisfaction. It's actually helps your health, your blood pressure, your stress level, your heart. So it actually makes us feel good when we give or donate. So our government has established different agencies and laws to protect us as consumers. And each of the different agencies are usually geared towards a specific industry or specific good or service that we as consumer engage with. Here are some of the agencies that are there for us to help us make decisions, to protect us from unethical business deals or products, unsafe products. FTC is the largest consumer protection agency. The FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection stops unfair, deceptive, and fraudulent business practices. The CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, is a U.S. government agency that makes sure banks, lenders, and other financial companies treat you fairly. Different consumer protections agencies deal with specific industries, such as the FDA, which regulates food, drugs, things like biologies like vaccine, blood, medical devices, products, electronic products that give off radiation, such as microwaves and X-ray machines, even veterinarian products. The Consumer Product Safety Commission, the CPSC, works to ensure the safety of products for the consumer, such as toys, baby products, cigarette lighters, household chemicals, and other products that pose a fire, electrical, chemical, or mechanical hazard. So there are many agencies that will accept filing a complaint. But if you have any doubts, you can file a complaint with as many as you think apply, and they will reply to your complaint.